Tom Bass Place. There's a couple bits of business we need to do. I would like to recommend that the council appoint Deborah to the Planning Commission in Tom's place. We also have 2 liaison positions that I would like to make a motion in, and I would like to have a second for that, and that would be that you take the sewer and water, and that Deborah then would be the financial liaison, which currently is your position. And so I'd like to make that in the form of a motion.
I second that motion.
Okay.
Motion made by Mrs. Riddell, seconded by Mrs. Pothorsky to appoint Deborah to the Plan Commission and move my liaisonship to the utilities, and Deborah will be the finance liaison. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Riddell?
Yes.
Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 4-0.
Welcome. Thank you.
Next, the approval of minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made by Mrs. Riddell, seconded by Mrs. Pothorsky to approve the minutes since our last regularly scheduled meeting. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Riddell?
Yes.
Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 4-0. Next, the approval of claims.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll second that motion. Motion made by Mrs. Riddell, seconded by Albert to approve the claims. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Riddell?
Yes.
Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 4-0. Next, utilities. MCO report.
Everyone should have a copy of my report. We're still working on the lift stations. It's kind of taking a backseat to the project. The project's occupying probably 80-90% of my time right now. Adam and Brett are covering things pretty well. Also, the treatment plant, they're going to start doing some demolition of the plant now. So they've got the pours are completed for the lift station and screening building out at the correctional center. And then they've actually cut the path for the force main roof. Pipes all there. Like I said, they're going to start demolition of the wastewater plant. And that will drastically change things because we're going to have to make a lot of adjustments during this period on how we operate the facility. So it's going to be pretty complicated for us. But other than that, that's pretty much all I've got.
Okay. Any questions or anything? Okay, next we have the MCO contract. As you may or may not know, we have a contract with Midwest Contract Operations to handle the operation of our water plant and our wastewater plant. And the contract is for a limited, figured on a limited time out here per week. Due to the construction project for the correctional center, they've been putting in a lot more hours, so we have a contract. It's a 3-month contract, which their old contract specified if something like this happened, if it exceeded, I believe, correct?
Right.
So it's a 3-month contract. I had the amount written down here. Here we go. What's the total amount on that, Lori? Oh, here it is, I got it. And it runs from October 1st to December 31st. That was insurance.
And then we'll revisit that at the end of the year again.
And well, yeah, because it could be more, it could be less if things are winding down. Nathan, what was the total amount on your monthly on that? I can't find it on here. I had it here, now I can't find it.
I just remember the hourly wage, and I was like, oh, are they hiring?
Okay. The monthly fee is $9,583.33 for the 3-month contract with all this going on. So I'll make a motion that we enter into the 3-month contract with MCO, revised contract due to the additional time and work involving the new wastewater plant addition.
I second that.
Motion made by Albert, seconded by Mrs. Pothorsky to enter into the 3-month contract with MCO. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Riddell?
Yes.
Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 4-0. Anything else on utilities? Streets? No salt, we don't need any, so everything looks good. It's kind of the quiet time, I think. Parks?
We're good?
Police?
One thing I got is we got 300 calls for service in September.
Okay. Anything else on police? Finance? Nothing? Miscellaneous? Citizens' comments.
Hi.
I didn't know where you should go. I was gonna kind of,
I know, like, do I pipe up?
I was gonna let you pick which one you wanted. We have plenty to choose from.
Gee, thanks, I appreciate it. Hi, guys, you guys know who I am, Nicole Zaman, Westville Fire Auxiliary. You probably know I'm here. We're getting close to Christmas, December, all the fun things. We're coming for the lighting for the park.
Okay,
Coming to ask for your approval and your support, as you've always done amazingly. And I think last year with COVID, us setting it up early and everything, I think it really helped, at least a little bit, the community. So we're coming to beg for your help and your permission to do that again this year.
when do you wanna put them up?
We're talking about setting up on November 21st and then lighting them up on November 28th.
Okay, we can just go ahead and approve it. Go
Yeah.
ahead and,
I have one more question in regards to it. So lighting up the big tree is turning out to be pretty expensive in regards to us. We have to reach out to RMC and we're at kind of their mercy to get them put up when they have time and take them down when they have time. And the lights aren't lasting. So we're spending $400, $500 a year on lights, which is pretty excessive. So we love the big tree. It looks amazing. This one is ready for me. I don't like the big tree. But we're wondering if there's any possibility, and I'm not sure how you guys feel, but possibly putting like a 15-foot tree and planting it in the middle of the park for this purpose and for any other purpose. I don't know, I'm going to point to you for parks, all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good idea.
Putting a smaller tree right smack dab in the middle of the park, 15 foot, so it'll grow, has time to grow and be beautiful, but it's a little more, feasible for us to light it up, and we can load it with lights, because we can do it ourselves instead of having to go that route and save money. Put them up when we want to, take them down when we want to.
Right, I'll talk to Bubba. I mean, at the end of the day, he's kind of like, he manages it, so.
are you talking about putting up a tree this year, Cole, or?
Planting a tree, right?
That's what I mean, planting, yeah.
I know,
'cause
and I know it would have to be soon. I know,
usually after the first frost, I think they say, isn't it?
when you plant one, see, I know nothing.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
late. Anybody tree?
We just had a meeting before we should. Okay.
That's lobster. That's shellfish or something, David.
So it's an idea, we just had a meeting, came straight from there. Something we're throwing around, I just think it would be something
Yeah.
cool to have too.
Yeah,
This big tree is starting to die off on different spots. and stuff.
if you put the branches on the 15-footer, the lights, every year it grows, you can add to the bottom and they'll just spiral up.
I tell you what, it's been interesting.
Yeah, that would be and I think they have trees that don't, of course, the pine grows
I'm not
kind
even
of.
a tree expert.
I just thought you'd know about trees.
You know anything about trees?
No.
Do you have any legal counsel?
We have any experts on, so, the tree's fine, just get with Bubba to make sure there's no water, electric lines running through there and everything. But, yeah, I think that'd be great. It'd be, because I don't like getting on top of a ladder, so closer to the ground jar, the easier it would be for you guys too.
Yes, we don't have to have somebody up in a bucket truck at, middle of winter trying to get them up. And
Right, and get them down.
Do you need electric unlocked out there too?
Yes,
Okay, so Bubba, just see Bubba on that.
please and thank you.
Thanks for coming in. A sign of winter.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I didn't think about it either. Put it off as long as I can.
What's this, 4th or 5th year you've?
This is the 4th? I think it's the 4th, yeah. We're not gonna do the whole pomp and circumstance, I think, because the last time we did, the band and the palms, and everybody froze. The poor band kids couldn't even play their instruments, so we're just gonna do it to where we, here in town, it's lighting up this night, Merry Christmas, have a good year, and then take it down, probably shut it off. When was it, the week after Christmas?
Mhm.
Week after Christmas. New Year's. Right after New Year's.
Yeah. And it looks cool in the morning, going to work and at
Yeah.
night, everything, so it's very, very good that you guys do that, so.
Thank you, and thank you guys for your support, we really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
For sure.
Good luck on the tree. Anything else? Yes, something on a tree?
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, from the chamber.
Are you still on new one, or?
Yeah, the chamber. We have a meeting next Tuesday morning. Mhm.
Let's get with one of us. Let's get with one of us.
Yeah,
And let us know.
yeah.
I think we order it really soon, otherwise they.
I know, because they want to do a custom one.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I have to get it with them, and then, yeah,
A
we'll
custom
figure it
tree?
out.
What do you, a custom tree?
A custom light, like the chamber wants to donate a custom light for the park,
Oh, I
because they're adding, and I think it'd be great for, like, even the businesses, if they wanted to chip in something that said like Casey's Merry Christmas Westville or something cute like that along the lines, and then the park will be full. And we'll never be like Michigan City, but
I mean, well, that's our goal. That's our
that,
goal.
yeah,
And I didn't want to put a letter out until we're approved, officially approved.
Yeah.
I have a letter written to drop off at all the businesses in town to ask if they would like to do one, so.
Yeah.
It's coming.
good. It's gonna be very nice.
It's
And the
gonna be.
more, and even if it's one business every year, but you're adding on and you keep doing it, and it's consistent, it's gonna be great.
That is a plan. And then you have something right there in the middle and go over the rock and see what would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a question. Actually, it's about, so my office every year gets like a ton of calls around Pumpkin Fest time, wanting to know what's going on when. Some we know, some we don't. We had a lot of calls about pork chop dinner, and they were just curious as to why you guys didn't have that.
We had lower manpower this year,
Okay.
so.
Is that all by the auxiliary, or by the fire department?
It's actually the fire department.
Okay.
But we are talking about doing it, we'll bring it back in spring. We're actually talking
I just
about.
got a ton of calls about it, and I didn't know why.
Oh, I'm sure, we did too.
Okay.
And the plan is to do something in spring and actually keep it separate from Pumpkin Fest. And that's all speculation at this point, but that's what the fire chief says.
There's not really much going on in the spring, that might be a good,
Last time we did it, we made $200.
What's that?
The last time we did it, we made $200. It ain't worth it.
Well, we feel like Pumpkin Fest is kind of turned into a big food fest. So it's kind of hard for us to entice people to come down there when they've been there all day and having, fun fair food, which is great. So it's kind of we're trying to vet things, change things up a little bit.
everybody's on the sugar high, is what.
Yeah.
And now the Legion's more or less taken over that spot, so I think what you're gonna see is, the talks we've been having, is just do pork chops in the spring, and just offer pork chops, no dinners. Just a drive-through, pull in, how many chops you want, and go.
Almost like Porterfit does.
Still in the works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then I just was curious about the stats. Have you been bringing the stats? You guys usually give us your monthly stats for my minutes. You guys used to bring your monthly stats, and I haven't had those for the minutes. I don't know if you have them or.
I don't have them now. Let me get with Jason and I'll see if we're bringing them in.
Okay.
Anything else? Nothing on
I
trees?
guess who our liaison was?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to do the liaison now?
Yeah, if you want to, that'd be
Would
fine.
you like to be the fire department liaison? I'll make a motion that we have Mrs. Kelly be the fire department liaison.
Second.
Notice how we vote this stuff, and
Yeah.
you're lucky we asked you on that one.
I know.
Motion made by Albert, second by Mrs. Riddell, to have Mrs. Kelly be the fire department liaison. Any discussion? Mrs. Riddell?
Yes.
Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know if you were sure on it. Albert votes yes, passes 4-0.
So that's your new liaison.
Thanks, Regina, you're good, Bill, I'm telling you.
Only the best.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I second that
Motion made by Albert, seconded by Mrs. Pothorsky to adjourn. there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, meeting adjourned at 7:15.
Thank you.
Okay,